Salutations, kings and queens, and welcome back to the Electric Leaf for a special pillow talk edition. Pillow talk. For a special pillow talk edition of the Electric Leaf. For those of you who've been rocking with me on a regular basis, y'all know that I've been on a celibacy journey. For those of you who know me personally, you know a little bit more of the ins and outs, the real deal thoughts that run through my mind. Okay? On this journey, I've had some ups and downs, of course, like any journey. I started this journey probably around the same time that I started my vegan journey. I've been without alcohol the longest. So I've been dry for a little over 2 years. No cigarettes for the same time with the alcohol because, you know, they go together. As far as the vegan journey, it wasn't something that I just jumped up one day and said, you know what? Today I'm going to try to be vegan and today is going to be the #1 day. It was a gradual change that happened for me. But when it comes down to the whole idea of celibacy, that was something that I did get up one day and say, you know what? I think that a lot of these problems that I'm having mentally and emotionally and spiritually are really linked to my womb. So my spiritual journey was very personal, of course, very intimate decision that I decided to make for myself. At the time that I decided to go on this celibacy journey, I was still in a relationship. So imagine, slip-ups. You know what I mean? Slip-ups. I ended up ending that relationship. As I continued going on down this path, I realized that, I was feeling a lot better. And I don't think that at that point in time that I had literally started to understand the womb energy. It wasn't until I went through a deep meditation, fast, and prayer that I realized that a lot of the feelings that I was having were directly related to my intimate relationships over the course of my life. I started to understand the energy of my body. And I started to understand what the womb actually is. And when I started to realize that the womb is actually a portal from the spiritual world, birthing things into the physical world, that's when I absolutely it wasn't even like I had to try very hard. It wasn't like, I wish I could go. It wasn't even like that at all. It started to get to the place of almost shutting myself down sexually. So, almost asexual. I didn't even connect with the idea of sex because I felt somewhat
company for you.
Ooh. Come on, cousin. Come on.
I ain't ready though.
It's okay. Come sit down. You can just say hello. Come on.
I ain't ready.
Yes, you are. You always cute. Come on, cousin.
Oh man, what we got?
We talking about some stuff. This is my cousin.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
He's a photographer. He does excellent, beautiful work. He's the one who took all my pictures where I had on my green.
Hey, do what I can. Do what I can for family love. Family love.
Righty.
What's up?
Xavier, y'all. I'm talking about... Guess what I'm talking about?
What we talking about?
Celibacy.
Oh, man.
Why are you looking like that, cousin? Yay or nay?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends. If you feel that person is the right person for you, everything feels right, okay.
I agree.
But if you kind of iffy about it,
which we mostly are,
I wouldn't do it. But that's just me.
But that's how I feel though, cousin. I feel like that's exactly how I feel. I was going into a whole conversation about guilt and stuff like that, but that's exactly where I was going to end up. You know, that if it feels right, if it feels good, everything is flowing, then there's no point in trying to save something for this and that and putting an experience up on a pedestal, because
Right.
you're still going to end up, you know, with some type of disappointment, because people are human.
True.
But at the same time, it's like, if you not ready and you trying to convince somebody else to be ready, then
yeah, that's a problem. And two, it's like some people do it just to be in that trend, just to say that they did it with this person, or you know, to kind of get stuff out the way, or however you want to do it. But it all goes back to if you feel that special connection with somebody, and if they're comfortable with it, if you all just want to have a conversation about it, like, yeah, you know, I want to, but you know, I'm holding myself on waiting. If they understand that, by all means, you know, that's cool, because later on you might be like, you know what, they respect my wishes, and I'm thinking about doing it, instead of kind of like pushing them, forcing them, you know, hinting at it like, yeah, you know, I want to do this, or showing movies that might do a lot of it or something like that. Sending
text messages and pictures and stuff. So the eggplant pictures.
Y'all know the eggplant pictures.
The eggplant. Sending them eggplant pictures.
I don't send the eggplant pictures.
Cousin, you don't send eggplant pictures?
I don't do the eggplant pictures.
What kind of pictures you do? Everybody does some type of peacock pictures.
I do the waist up pictures.
Okay, waist up.
Yeah, I do the waist up pictures.
But what message did you send with the waist up pictures, cousin?
You know, to keep a little cut. You know,
oh my goodness!
Little cut, and then
this is my little cousin. You know, he's all grown up now and stuff, but he's still my little cousin.
I'm just saying, you know, the little cut. You know, from the D'Angelo video. Y'all seen the D'Angelo video?
Oh,
you know, just from the waist up. You know.
Okay. You're Adonis belt.
Yeah, you can say that.
Cousin, that is tricky business, cousin. You might as well send the eggplant. You just sending the green leaf of the eggplant.
That's all you need. That's all you need sometimes. And then it goes back to if that person want to see the rest of it.
So then you send it?
Oh, no, they see that in person.
But yes, you know I'm celibate, cousin. Did you know?
I did.
How long do you think it's been for me now?
Say about 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
4 years?
It's not like you put it out there. Normally, when I come over and we talk, you be like, yeah, you know, there's such and such.
Yeah, we be talking about the growth, like the businesses and taking pictures.
And we talk about, you know, like, yeah.
I'll tell you about how I be kind of wanting a relationship.
So that's, you know, and then my time frame ain't that good either.
You be talking about your boo and taking her pictures.
My weeks turn into months, so.
4 years, yeah, clearly 4 years.
Yeah, 2 years. I'm sorry.
2 years. 2 years. You right on the money right there. 2 years.
I was thinking too. I was just gonna say 4 that I could work way down. You know,
you so silly. You
works
so
out.
silly.
Works out in everybody's favor.
Cause I do be chill. I be low key. But what about women who dress sexy though? You know, like this. This is just a t-shirt and some jeans. But some people might feel like this. Oh, she just trying to. Or like my dress that I had on earlier today that Nikki made me.
Okay.
Some people might look at that and be like, "Do you think that the way a woman dresses is putting her out there like that, or is it the way she carries herself, or is it a combination, or
this is just my point of view. It's something similar to a combination of things. To someone that might go to the club and you know, like a long sleeve shirt or more of a loose kind of fitting dress.
Like it's not a body kind dress, like where it's like
right. So, I mean, even if you see them and then you see someone in a tight fitting dress or body kind dress, maxi dress, however you want to say it, if you see those two, you're not going to go to the person that's more, I guess you could say, that's not pulling attention to themselves. You're going to go to the person that's more dressed like they want attention.
So it looks like a woman wants attention depending on how she's dressed?
Depends. Because, I mean, sometimes you can just go out, you be like, you know what, I look good in this.
Yeah.
I'm going to show it off.
Or I feel, or like I be around the house, you know how I do. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I be extra, like I'm about to go to the prom. And then other times it's like, you come over here, you be like, cousin, what's going on with your hair, cousin?
It just depends on the person and the atmosphere, I think. I mean, I can go to Walmart and you see people in yoga pants and t-shirts, and I'll be like, okay. Cool. I see you trying to get your little body on. Go ahead. Do your business. And then other times you see somebody walk in Walmart, you say, why they leave the house?
You know? So silly. So it all comes down to a matter of like how a person carries themselves really too, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Because I mean, like, I like to dress what other people would say like sexy or whatever. I like to dress like that, but at the same time, I'm not twerking either in the middle of a crowd. I like to wear girly clothes. You know how I am. I'm extra. Why are you laughing, cousin?
I'm waiting on this. I'm waiting on you to finish.
I like to wear girly clothes.
What's extra? What's
like
extra?
My dress today.
That wasn't extra.
You don't think that was extra?
No, that was more of a...
elegant.
Yeah, I'm free today. I'm just want to relax.
I ain't gotta wear no scrubs.
Yeah,
I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs can't take mine.
I'll give you another example. So, and I don't know if some of your viewers wear the skinny jeans. That's not me. I just can't do the skinny jeans. But let's say you wear skinny jeans to the club, but would those same skinny jeans be appropriate for, I would say, something like a wedding? See what I'm saying? Like, what attention are you trying to bring when you go to men? Trying to
draw attention to the eggplant.
Yeah. See?
But it's the eggplant. They be wearing them skinny jeans because they want you to look at the eggplant.
I can't do skinny jeans.
Yeah, but you do basketball shorts. You see a man in basketball shorts with no shirt on, you know good and well he wants to bring attention to the eggplant.
Well, some do. I like to bring attention to this right here. I work hard to get this. Y'all can't see it.
Yeah, they don't need to see because then you're going to be in trouble.
Yep, I'm put that eggs.
You're going to be in trouble with the lady.
Yeah, I can't put that out there like that.
Right.
Normally, if I play ball, I'm bringing attention to this area, but you do got some guys that like to bring the attention to that area.
They do. Preach the truth.
I like to, like I said, I feel more like I can be eye candy.
Set your chocolate.
There you go. Don't put no cheese on me, baby. You know, don't put no cheese on me. I think it still just boils down to what kind of attention you want and who you want attention from. It just
But it doesn't have to always be. Is it gonna read as sex?
I don't think it'll lead.
I mean, does it read as sex? Because you know, like for me, I'm on this journey, but it's not necessarily like. It's kind of evolved now at this point from just regular, like, oh, I'm going to be celibate, clink, clink, lock it down, nobody gets in, throw away the key. It's not really like that anymore. It's more so of standing in my feminine power and standing in my feminine energy. Like I like to wear sexy clothes, and I like to wear clothes that enhance my beauty, like my natural beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things about me that I like, so I try to enhance those things.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You see you was on the journey and everything. That's a great thing. If any guy has respect for a woman, he's not going to do whatever he wants unless the female or the woman, like, lets him do it. Even if someone comes into your life or, you know, comes around you and you feel that you have that connection, you're not going to say, oh, I feel a connection, we're going to do this. You're just going to kind of wait it out and just kind of see what plays out, because you can tell a lot about a person from kind of just talking and kind of just having a good time, going out, hanging out, waiting to see what happens, then just say, ooh, I feel the energy, I feel like this is it, let's go on and hop in and do everything.
Yes.
You know.
Cause in one mistake that I feel like a lot of people make, when having sex too soon with people, is not arguing first.
True.
It's important to argue with a person first before you have sex with them. I'm not saying be confrontational and popping off like you crazy. I'm just saying, like, it's good to know how a man is going to maintain or either lose his respect for you in the heat of emotions.
Right.
Because when you're having sex with somebody and you get into the heat of emotion, those energies are going to be exchanged. You're exchanging energies. When you're having sex with a person, you're exchanging hurt for hurt, pain for pain, happy for happy, joy for joy. And you want to make sure that the exchange is equivalent. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times you don't even know that a person is flip mode squad until after you've had sex with them and you're feeling a little off, like, I don't know why I feel this way. Mm-hmm. Or I don't know why I'm not as happy as I usually am, or why I'm not as bubbly as I usually am, or why I'm not as go-getter as I usually am. A lot of women experience this, and we've got this whole mad black woman stereotype around, especially black women. But really what it comes down to is the womb energy that you exchange, the womb energy that a woman houses when a man comes into her. It's like fertile ground. So whatever seeds a man plants in you, be it seeds of love, seeds of abundance, seeds of happiness, they're going to grow. Seeds of anger, seeds of inability to control his temper, mm-hmm. seeds of childhood molestation,
yeah,
seeds of feeling like he's been bullied all his life, so he feels a certain type of way about himself, like a low-level way about himself. Mm-hmm. And a woman will take all that in and she won't even realize it. She'll be done gone on about her life and don't understand why her hair is falling out, why her mind don't vibrate like it used to, why she's unable to trust and communicate the way that she used to, mm-hmm. all because of these sexual encounters that she's having with men who have not been healed. So it's important for when a woman decides, like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take this man on, or I'm going to take on this sexual energy or this sexual relationship, it's important to understand the different levels of that man before you go into a sexual relationship. And that's why I say argue. Mm-hmm. Because, like, if me and you disagree, guess what? I ain't yelling at you. No, I'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? We can talk.
Yeah.
We can talk.
But then you run up on people, we have an argument, we go our separate ways. Let's say the next person you talk to or I talk to, we talking, whatever, and we end up in a relationship. Let's say me and you didn't say, calm down between us.
Like we didn't find peace.
Right, before we left. Mm-hmm. And then I get in another relationship. Now I'm bringing up the anger that I had towards you in a relationship with somebody else.
Carrying baggage.
Exactly.
Carrying baggage, yeah.
They get mad. I'm mad. I'm double mad because now I'm bringing in what I've had the anger from you. Mm-hmm. I'm throwing it at them. They're throwing anger back. And I'm getting more mad because they're not on my side like I think they should be. Then now I'm messing up a whole nother relationship.
Right. What most people tend to do is they go ahead. The quickest way that most people find to feel better is to get up under another man or get into another woman sexually. Mm-hmm. And so you just bringing all that baggage from the previous situation that should have been cleaned up, and it's still not cleaned up.
And then you turn around and there's a possibility you hook up with the wrong person, because I'm gonna be honest with it. If we see someone vulnerable, we'll try to come in, and I mean, this is both genders, male and female.
A lot of people do.
Mm-hmm. Now, then I start saying stuff that you want to hear. Now you're sitting there, you're sad already. You're kind of venting, you're opening up, and that person may not have best intentions for you. He's just, hey, she's hurt, she's vulnerable. Here's my chance.
Like a wound. Like I'm a infiltrate her through that wound, and that happens all the time. That's really why I started my celibacy journey. Because I was wounded. And I was just like, you know what? Pause. Because I need to make sure I heal myself. And then through healing myself, it puts me in a better position of when I am in another intimate relationship, sexually intimate relationship, I'll be able to better assist my partner that I'm bringing into my womb energy too.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that whole arguing thing, you know, learning how somebody will fight, learning how someone is willing to fight with you, how someone will fight with you is so important, because you got to know that respect won't be lost. And if respect is lost, then you need to communicate and talk to that person about what was disrespectful. What did you find disrespectful about the energetic exchange? You get me? Because an argument, just like a conversation that brings you up, it's an energetic exchange. A conversation that brings you down is an energetic exchange. Or a conversation that brings you to the next level, it is an argument, a debate, so to speak. But if that debate, or if that period of time where you're trying to get to a point of compromising, if it turns into a confrontation that is unbearable, like you get nowhere, you have no progress, you talking around in circles, you know, you're yelling and arguing, and you're not hearing them and they're not hearing you, then that energy will be amplified once you have sex with them. If you haven't had sex with somebody and you get into a altercation like that with them where it's respect lost, it don't hurt as much if you haven't had sex with them. And that's because they are in your womb. Because that energy, that same energy that you're exchanging that is negative, that's not getting you anywhere, is actually taking you backwards. That energy will be in your womb, and that backwards energy will be multiplied, because the womb is a multiplier. It is a fertile ground. It is an amplifier. It is it's an incubator, and it brings forth what the seed. It brings the seed to life.
Yep.
Whatever the man is, whatever seed he is, whatever fruit tree he is, you know a seed by the fruits it bears.
There you go.
You don't have to literally open up your legs and pull out your eggplant, and you don't have to do all that. You don't have to go that far. You can do it. You can experience that intimacy through conversation and through different types of energetic exchange before you get in bed with somebody.
Oh yeah, I've been with my girl we made it official last year. We've been talking for a year, made it official last year. We basically kind of been together for 2 years. She was holding herself, I guess you could say, or whatnot, because she was still a virgin. We have a connection, and we talk and have a good time and everything. And if she's ready and the timing is right, and she will allow me, that's my only thing. She'll allow me, then you know it's whatever. But I'm not going to try to force anything on her. And I think a lot of people try to force themselves on the person that they like, or the person that they're trying to get with. They kind of force it, kind of hint here, kind of hint there, but it's more of more of a respect kind of spiritual thing. You know, if you feel that it's the right time, I mean, yeah, some people say, nah, you should wait till you're married, but some people like, okay, I can wait till I'm married, but sometimes it don't work like that. I just think it's more of a respect thing. It's more of a, you know, if that person is willing and time is right and you feel that that's the right person, then yeah, go ahead. That's just me. And
the men, like, that's something so important. Men need to recognize how valuable their womb space is too. Like, your eggplant is important. You don't want to just put your eggplant up in any portal. You don't know where that portal about to take you. These women out here is crazy. That portal could take you straight to hell. And they might be the one that just sitting there like, oh, I can't wait till Danny get ready. Crazy. They just wait. They just waiting on them eggplants.
It depends on the situation. That's how I look at it. Just the situation. I've come across a few. I'm sitting here like, what was I thinking being with you?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Why did I even go down that road with you? You was a waste of time. But,
a waste of time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the mentality or because of the physicality? The physicality was whack, or was it the mentality?
It was a combination of both.
Oh my goodness!
It was a combination
I just can't do this right now.
You think you want something, and then whenever you get it, you're like, "Oh my gosh, this is not what I want." Like, why do you want to keep doing this? I'm tired of it. So why do you want to keep doing it?
Mm-hmm. You talking about the whole relationship or the sex?
Both.
So you were emotionally. Yeah, you didn't like that exchange. You felt like it was kind of like bland, or
that was it. I mean, you don't have to do it every day or every time you see each other, because then it gets old.
Mm-hmm. It do get old though. That's the truth.
I just couldn't do it. You know, next couple of times y'all just kind of go out, kind of hang out, cuddle up on the couch, watch a little TV. Not necessarily that it's gonna lead to something.
So intimacy, not always sex.
Right. But see, the girl I was with, the only thing we did was every day almost. Every time I saw her, and it just got to the point I'm like, I'm tired of it. I don't know how you still going, but there's more to a relationship than just doing this, and that's all we pretty much did. And boop, she had to go.
Oh, wow, to the carriage.
Gave her a ticket to Greyhound.
Oh wow, cousin, shoot, I can't even be mad at you though.
Couldn't do it. You know, the next girl I talked to, and that bond we had was a good one, and I actually it was a bond that we had a good time around each other, not even having to do anything. We just had a good time around each other. Mm-hmm. That friendship / relationship is the best relationship.
I'm so for it. I'm so for it. You can't have no laughter hardly if you walking around on eggshells, afraid you're gonna offend a person.
Yeah.
Make them mad.
You know I ain't got good sense anyway.
I mean, either, cousin, you already done seen me at my silliest.
You done seen me, I stay silly.
And you done took videos of me being super silly.
I still got it on my phone.
Stop it. Don't do. I can't believe that. Okay. Thanks for coming, cousin. I love you. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
Take it easy.
That's my cousin, y'all. All right. So then, y'all saw my cousin come through, and we got to talk a little bit. You got to hear from a different perspective other than mine. Back to my celibacy journey. So, everything that I've been through, as far as my celibacy journey is concerned, it has all come back to myself. Getting to know myself on a more personal, spiritual, physical, sexual, intimate level. So, a lot of people find it difficult to go without the eggplant or to go without the yoni. But it really comes down to when you start looking at that other person like, okay, well, are you worthy of me, though? Or is your energy worthy of me? Like, you have to understand yourself, you know? You have to understand yourself. You know, Erykah Badu, she makes the comment in the song, I'm a lot of woman, but not enough to divide the pie. No, that one. I mean, like, that's literally how I feel. Like, I know I'm a lot of woman, but I'm not going to be able to divide the portal like that. I'm not going to be, that's not the way I'm built in this lifetime. I know how I'm set up. After all these years, I know how I'm set up now, and I'm not going to ignore that. So then you have situations that may come about where you decide that, okay, you know, I want to go on a celibacy journey so I can cultivate my sexual energy and use it and put my sexual energy into a direction and manifest something, because the womb is the energy of manifestation. If I have those feelings of an urge to engage in a relationship sexually, then I pause with myself. I literally will pause with myself and say, okay. And I will work through the energies in my mind, because energy moves in such a way that is predictable. So I'll take that energy that I'm already dealing with on the smaller level and work through it in my mind to see how it plays out and to see how I will feel about the decisions I made after the decision is all said and done. So, and if I feel discomfort at the end of that, then I know for a fact that I'm not ready to move on that relationship sexually. So, and that's all about self-honoring. A celibacy journey is all about honoring self. So I'm not necessarily saying, oh, I'm going to be celibate forever. I'm 22 months in right now, and I'm thankful for it. But I'm not going to say that, oh, I'm definitely going to be 23 months, 24 months, 25 months, 26. I don't know. Because I don't know what the universe has in store for me. The universe could send the person who makes me feel like, vibing on the soul, spiritual, mental, emotional, auric type level. The universe could send somebody tomorrow and we vibe like, never know. Like, I'm not going to discredit the universe. I'm open. I'm open. So I hope that I have shown some insight on my own journey of celibacy. I believe in standing in your sexual power. Be you a man, a woman, be you transgender or gay, straight, whatever. Your sexual power is your manifesting power. It is your creative power. So I believe that we all should have the right to stand in our creative power and our sexual power without being stereotyped and judged. Now, as we stand in our sexual power, we know that there are a lot of very sick minds out here in the world. So they're going to be triggered. Their demons are going to be triggered by our strength of standing in our sexual self. For somebody out there, curvy might be the thing that clicks in their mind and they may be triggered sexually. It doesn't matter. Those are things inside of that person that they are trying to project back onto you. Either or, regardless, you've got to be able to stand in your own sexual power. Stand in it. I didn't say twerk in it. Although twerking is not bad. Twerk team, okay. Just when you are in that intimate space. It's not for twerking. But no, it's nothing wrong with twerking. But what I'm saying is the way you carry yourself. But if you are just simply standing in your sexual power, then there's a difference between standing in your sexual power, dressing to appeal towards yourself sexually, creatively, and in a way that you feel good in your own skin, than it is where you're dressing in a way with intent to attract or to activate something in another individual. There's a difference in those two. I may come back again with updates on my sexual journey, on my celibacy journey, on my womb journey, my yoni journey. I hope that it inspires some of you to take your own journeys. I mean, I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I gotta be celibate, I gotta be vegan, I gotta be dry, not drink any alcohol, it's not about that. It's about doing things to honor the self. If you're honoring yourself, then nobody can argue with you. And you don't have to feel ashamed or guilty about anything. So what ends up happening a lot of times is that we live in guilt. And guilt is actually suppressing our creative energy. So when I was turning my back on masturbation and turning my back on looking at myself naked in the mirror and turning my back on feeling worthy of an orgasm, I was in a position, in a frame of mind where I was not able to have orgasms. I was not able to look at myself as a sexual being without feeling some type of shame against my own flesh. So that was a blockage that was being created within me, and it was manifesting itself in so many different ways. So getting rid of the guilt helps to open up the floodgates of creativity. It helps you hear from spirit. It helps you hear from that spiritual world and birth things into this physical world that you want to manifest, that you want to see, the things that you want to create and the things that you want to see brought forth in this life. So I love y'all. Be sure to check out my sacral chakra video because I get into it more in depth about how to activate your sexual energy in a healthy way. Okay? So I love y'all, and as always, continue to vibrate love and vibrate well. See you guys. Bye.